Hey, welcome back, and thanks for tuning in. Today I'd like to introduce you to a female drummer from the UK. Her name is Emily Dolan Davies, and her website is emilydrums.com. Her primary business is doing remotely recorded drums over artist tracks. So say you're a singer-songwriter and you have a song completed, but you want very professional sounding live drums over it, she's the one to get in touch with. And her website explains exactly how to do that. So all you gotta do is get a quote and then follow this process, and you will get very professional sounding drums over your song. She has a portfolio on here of previous work, so you can hear her different styles, see if she fits what you need. You can download some sample stems from her, and she's worked with some pretty big names in the industry. She was the drummer on one of the albums for The Darkness. She's toured with Kim Wilde, Howard Jones, and the Thompson Twins, along with Tricky and Brian Ferry, as it says right here. Most recently, though, she was on the last season as the drummer for the stage band on The Voice Kids UK. So she's a very versatile drummer and very professional, which is exactly what you need. She has a video here on how to prepare your tracks to make the process easy, and of course how to get in contact with her. And then her socials. She's on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, her contact email. I first found out about Emily on Instagram back in, I think it was 2017. She used to provide weekly stems under, the name was EDD's Tracks, and it was kind of like a little weekly challenge. You know, you download the tracks, you write like a 1-minute song, make a little video for it, and you upload it to Instagram and you tag her, and then she would share it at the end of the week. So, you know, she would get some exposure, you'd get some exposure. It was a lot of fun. It was a great little weekly challenge too, to write a 1-minute song every week with someone else's drum tracks that you actually didn't jam with in a room. It was pretty cool. She also has her own YouTube channel where, if the artist gives her permission, she will live stream the recording process when she records drums for that person's song. And that's pretty cool to watch, because you can see her workflow and process, and how she interprets a song, how she charts it, and then, you know, how she records over it. It's always cool to see someone else's approach to recording. Gives you some ideas. And she also has I believe it's a weekly podcast, and it's called A Drummer's Guide to, where she talks about experiences she's had in the music business, tips and tricks she has for you. And most recently, she started a course where you can, if you sign up for it, you can learn how to set up your own remote recording business. And from what I've read and the reviews and stuff, it's mainly focused on the business side of things, and how to get clients, how to keep clients, how to get return business, and all the stuff that she's learned from setting up her own studio and her own remote recording business. So if you're interested in that, you can look that up, sign up for a course. But what I'm here to talk about is her free STEM club. Now, this is a totally free service, and once you sign up with your email address and your name, you can download as many stems as you want for free. And these are like 2 to 3 minute, some of them 4-minute songs that she's recorded, and then you can use these however you want. You can use them for a song you want to write. You can use it to practice jamming over. If you're a producer or a mixing engineer, you can download these stems and use them to practice your mixing techniques and applying plugins to them and stuff. It's very, very versatile. So as you can see, everything's listed here in by genre, which is cool, because trying to write music to a different genre is a great way to get out of writer's block or writing ruts. My first guitar teacher, way back in the day, he always advised me to not be a genre snob. Learn, play, listen to as much different styles of music as you can, because the music you write will be better for it. I think it was the best piece of music advice I ever received. And by following that, I learned classical guitar and jazz guitar, all different types of guitar, different picking techniques and stuff. And you start to find like what you like, what works for you. And it helps you develop your own sound instead of sounding like everybody else. Stuff is also listed by time signature, and all the stems are listed in alphabetical order here, and they have the beats per minute, time signature, and the style. Now, just because that's the suggested style, that doesn't mean that's how you have to, play along to it. You can interpret it however you want and record over it however you want to. That's what makes it great. The track that I decided to use was all the way down here. It's called Triennial, right here. And I heard it on her, I believe it was her Instagram. And as soon as I heard it, I was like, I really like that groove. I can definitely write something over that. And that's what it sounds like. It's a pretty laid back groove. But as soon as I heard it, I started hearing ideas in my head. And I was like, yeah, I could write something to that. So that's the one that I chose. So after I chose it, I clicked the free Add to Downloads button. And then it brings you to a checkout page. Now, when you get to the checkout page, don't freak out. You do not get charged anything. There's a zero amount. Once you go through the checkout process, then you get a link to the drum stem files. And then you download them. Alright, so after you download the stem file, you'll end up with a folder like this. And it's got the name and the beats per minute. We open it up, and we got a bunch of stuff in here. So we have something about how to book work with her. She's always promoting. The channel list. Now this is very important when you're setting up your tracks in your DAW. That's good. She includes that. How to credit her for the drums in case you use them on a song that you want to release. And then she has some mix downs here. I like the mix downs because you can just play them real quick. You don't need to set up all your tracks in your DAW. And you can just jam along to it and start working out song ideas, which is what I'll probably do. And then she has a social media file here. Looks like we got a couple videos, so you can use those if you're making a YouTube video. We got some pics. These are like promotional pics, or let's see. Yeah, promotional pics that you should use with them. Which, I mean, you can't fault her for that because she's giving you all this for free, so you should promote her. And then we go to the stems folder, and all the drums are listed here, just like her channel list. She also looks like she includes which microphones were used on each drum, which is cool. And it looks like we got a couple other tracks in here too. We have a loop track. Let's see what this is. Alright. Kind of like a beatbox thing. We'll definitely use that somewhere. Looks like we have a vocal file. There we go. Ooh, creepy. Now that sounds cool. Lots of reverb on that. Very cool. Now we have another one. I'm guessing it's probably like a harmony or something. Yeah. It's kind of like a harmony loop. That's very cool. Alright, so that's the Drum Stem Club from EmilyDrums.com. I highly recommend it for all your songwriting needs and practice mixing needs. Alright, so I'm going to take these stems, drop them in my DAW, write a song, and the next video you're going to see is the playthrough of that song. So thanks for watching. Please leave a comment, hit the thumbs up. If you feel like subscribing, cool. If you don't worry about it. Forget about it. Alright, till the next video. Later.